What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another reaction video. So today we're basically doing another Big Donch sports talk. I'm going to be talking about Ben Roethlisberger. As a Steeler fan, you know, he's getting slimmer, he's getting more in shape as what he's saying. His diet's getting better. At 39 years old, this is probably going to be one of his last seasons too. So I'm just going to give you my thoughts on what I think of Big Ben. Like I said, he is 39 years old, one of the oldest quarterbacks in the NFL, along with Tom Brady. Obviously, Tom Brady is the oldest, but with Drew Brees retiring and also Phillip Rivers, he's getting up there. Probably is maybe the second oldest quarterback. I don't know how old Ryan Fitzpatrick is. But yeah, still old. But not only is he one of the oldest quarterbacks in the league, he's also one of the biggest at 6'5", 240 pounds. Not only is he one of the tallest quarterbacks in the league, but also one of the heaviest. Now, the size to Big Ben has some pros and cons. We'll start with the pros, and that is it helps with avoiding sacks and also injuries. He played about 16 years in the NFL, and only but one was over 12 plus games he played in a season. He only had, I think, one season-ending injury, and that was 2019 when he had the elbow injury. I was actually at that game, which is pretty cool. But he is one of the toughest quarterbacks I ever saw play. Now, some cons is he's slow. Obviously not one of the most mobile quarterbacks. He was mobile, you know, when he was getting young and he was, you know, developing through the league, but now, obviously one of the slowest quarterbacks in the league. 6-time Pro Bowler, even though on Wikipedia it does say 7, but I'm just going to stick with 6. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion, and in 2004, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Led that team, though, his rookie year to 13-0. Didn't have the best stats, but for only 13 games started, 2,600 passing yards with 17 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Not bad for a rookie in 2004, especially, though, leading a team to 13-0. I'm pretty sure he still is the youngest quarterback of all time to win a Super Bowl against the Seahawks, and then winning against the Cardinals for his second ring. I personally do believe that he is the greatest Steeler quarterback of all time. I know a lot of people like to say Terry Bradshaw. I can see why. He's a 4-time Super Bowl champ, but I still have it. I think Big Ben just way more athletic, just a way overall better quarterback. Probably his prime, though, was 2014 through 2017. He had 4 straight Pro Bowls. I mean, obviously it helps, though, having Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown, 2 of the best at their position at that time. Still gets me upset thinking about it, you know, how good our offense was at that time. If we had the Steelers defense now with that Steelers offense, 100% Super Bowl champions. But it is what it is. Just 2 years ago, he threw for 5,000 yards, 5,100 yards actually, with 34 touchdowns, led the league though in interceptions. A lot of people are saying he's fallen off, especially after that season-ending injury in 2019. People forgot though, he threw for 5,000 yards. And last year too, wasn't even looking that bad. Probably, besides Alex Smith, obviously, his comeback was insane, but Big Ben still played better than Alex Smith. You know, agree or disagree, I still believe that. Obviously, Alex Smith did, you know, deserve the comeback player of the year. He almost, you know, lost his leg, lost his life. So seeing him come back, obviously, truly deserved it. But I'm just saying, as a true comeback player of the year player, the way he played, you know, I'd say I give the award to Big Ben. Throwing for 3,800 yards with 33 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, played good. Now, a lot of the doubt came into the playoff game when he threw, I'm pretty sure, like 3 interceptions against the Browns, just absolutely, you know, going downhill for no reason. Basically going downhill the second half of the season, too. But I still have some faith in Big Ben. You know, he wants that Super Bowl ring before he retires. Last year would have been his best chance. This year, I don't know what's going to happen, though. So some big news with him over the offseason. One was with his contract, reducing the salary, and then also losing weight. Go from $19 million to $14 million to help with salary cap. Even though we didn't sign much, we did get Ingram from the Chargers, which I'm really happy about. Definitely going to help with losing Bud Dupree. But our offensive line went downhill. Our secondary went downhill a bit. So, I mean, our defense definitely went down. Our offensive line definitely went down. But our offensive weapons, I'm definitely happy about. Basically returning every wide receiver. We have 2 great tight ends, for the Steeler-wise at least. We have Najee Harris, I'm really excited to see. And Big Ben trying to chase that 3rd Super Bowl ring. And then the other thing is him losing weight, but I feel like I hear the story every season that he's the best shape in his life. But he is looking good, though, for his age. Apparently, the CBS article says that Steelers' Ben Roethlisberger is even stricter than Tom Brady with new diet and weight loss plan. I mean, obviously, if you pay attention to Tom Brady, he's very strict with his diet and the way he works out. Obviously, that's the reason why he's still playing at that age. I mean, Big Ben has more injuries over the year, took more of a beating over the year, so it's probably different with him. But obviously, 39 years old for any athlete playing at that level is still impressive. Like I said, though, he looks good, looking slim. Not too slim, still Big Ben, still one of the heaviest quarterbacks in the league still. But, you know, I am excited to see him play. I was definitely surprised with how he bounced back from the elbow surgery It was a very serious surgery. It was, I heard. It was like Tommy John or something like that, something similar to that. Bouncing back like that and then having a pretty good season. But like I said earlier in the video, they go down with, the second half of the season in the playoffs. But I'm excited though. Our weapons are looking good. Chase Claypool, Juju, Deontay Johnson, James Washington, which I hope we get the ball more too. Then we have Eric Ebron. Then we have the rookie tight end from Penn State. Then we have, of course, Najee Harris with Derek Watt blocking for him, which I hope we use Derek Watt more. Great fullback. Give him the ball on like those short yardage, right up the gap. I think that could help. But then our offensive line though, not looking too good. Lost to Castro, which sucks. People are saying he's injury prone. He's just been injury prone last year. I mean, people forget he's an all-pro lineman. Give him another chance on him. We didn't have to release him. I hated that. We got rid of Villanueva. Starting to go downhill. He was a Pro Bowler, but not playing as good anymore. Maybe he'll do good on the Ravens, though. I am rooting for him. I'm a big Villanueva guy. Served for our country and stuff like that, so definitely like him. Lost a couple other players. Pouncey, a huge one, retiring. But we did draft center from Illinois, pretty sure, in the draft. I forget names. I'm not too good with rookie names. The only rookie name I really know is Najee Harris. And then tight end from Penn State's like Friedermuth. I don't even want to mispronounce his name. By the season comes out, I'll know all the names like I usually do. But anyway, that's my thoughts on Big Ben. Slim Big Ben, I'm going to title this. I think he'll be all right, though. Super Bowl wise, you're going to have to ask me that later on in the summer. A couple games into the season before I can start saying it was Super Bowl. Because listen, I didn't think we were going to go 11-0 last year at all. I thought we were going to be a team that barely made 10 wins. We started the season off 11-0. So, I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen. We just got to work. Adding no Ingram from the Chargers definitely helped us. But, yeah, that's Big Ben. My thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out, guys. Peace.